Hello all, welcome to Dashcam Diary of a Disabled with me, Chronically Happy. I'm just now leaving my primary care doctor appointment, and I am so in a flare. My body is very unhappy. My body hurts everywhere. I intended to take Stormy to the park right after my appointments, but I really think I need to get on my infusion right away because I just don't think I can function today. Today is just not... I even got enough rest. I went to bed earlier than normal anyway. I went to bed before midnight. My gums have been bleeding like last week that I've been brushing them. I don't know what's going on with my gums. Every time I brush my teeth, I'm not feeling good, folks. I have a lot of laundry to do. I have some preparations still to make for my upcoming raves in a couple weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take for my body to get back to normal. I'm getting these braids out over the next few days. No matter what it takes for me to try and do it, I'm going to try. These braids are starting to get to be just a little bit too much. They're just too thick for me to put back in ponytails, and I need to be able to put it in ponytails or pigtails or something. And it's just a lot thicker than my last ones were. I think my last ones were easier to manage than these ones. These ones are a little bit more difficult to manage because there's, I think, more of them. And I know they've created quite a bit of damage to my hair. I am extremely out of it, folks. This is what a flare looks like while I'm trying to stay positive and trying to stay chronically happy. I'm just struggling. I'm struggling so hard today. I tried to take Stormy into my doctor appointment for the first time. I have a policy to follow, printed out by the staff, about service dogs. I'm going to make sure to bring her VAX record with me next time I take her to any appointments. I'll make sure to have any kind of documentation to make sure that, it's... Even though I have no official certification for obedience or anything, like if she doesn't maintain her composure inside that doctor's office by, she's not allowed to jump up on anything, not allowed to bark, she needs to just be chill, which Stormy did 2 out of the 3 things. She was doing very good, but since she hasn't exercised yet this morning, she is a little rowdy. So without her exercise first, it's going to be rather difficult for her to focus on being a service dog. I have to do more training with her first before I need to take her into an appointment like that. Just to kind of get her used to the training thing again. She did make a slight bark at somebody across the room, and so I immediately took her out and put her back in the car. I can't have her barking at people across the room. It's part of the policy. And then I didn't want staff to get after me for it, so I just willingly took her back out, said she's not ready yet this morning, so she went back to the car. You know, I'm just being honest, you know, and I want to obey all rules, and I don't want the future of her from being taken away from being able to come in there with me. They have to ask a lot of specific questions, even though by the ADA Act, they are not allowed to ask what tasks they are to perform, but a private business, like a medical facility, where there can be potential concerns of other people having allergies to dogs or animals, you know, so I have to be very cautious about the places I take her inside. And I take her shopping with me. She goes inside the 7-Eleven with me, but it's a place that she knows because she's been in more frequently, so she behaves more. She knows what is allowed inside the 7-Eleven, which they allow her to jump up on the counter, which is not good. But, you know, as long as they allow, you know, if they allow that, then, you know, I'm not going to argue with them about it, but it's just bad juju to have them jumping up on counters. Especially to say hi to them. They need to walk around the counter and come over and say hi to the dog instead of over the counter and have her jump up. But, you know, every place is different. So you have to really learn what those regulations and laws are. And I know my rights as a disabled person with a service dog. They may request certification at any time, and I don't have it. And then I'm just left to, you know, fend for myself and be like, look, she's not a companion dog. She is a service dog. She needs a tad more obedience, just a tad more. And she'll be there. But, you know, I thought with all the good training that my mom and I have been doing, with taking her to the park and walking her, you know, over the last, you know, almost month straight, I figured that she might be ready to go in with me to my first doctor appointment with my primary, but she wasn't ready yet. So we'll try again another week or two. Oh, I didn't schedule my next appointment with my doctor. Whatever. So with my endocrinology, I do have a lot more questions about things, and you know, I'm not totally satisfied with my endocrinologist's office. I kind of don't care for the doctor that much, but I care because he's willing to prescribe the medication I want. So that's the reason I stick with them. Unfortunately, I have all these freaking co-pays with them. If only I could get all of my specialists covered by the VA, that would be fantastic. I finally got my rheumatology thing situated. The only thing I have left is oncology, my hematologist. I need somebody that's going to look at my labs and look at all the trends and see, you know, what's what. Why am I anemic? It's got to be part of my EDS. It's got to be part of my regular norm, but my regular norm is dysfunctional, and we need to figure out what is the one major dysfunctional piece that we're missing. What is the missing piece that we cannot figure out? Because with thyroid medication, so there's an axis, a pituitary gland, the hypothalamus, and their thyroid gland. And those three things control a lot of your endocrine system and hormones. And so when any of those things are out of whack, which the adrenal glands are part of that process as well, we have just ruled out adrenal gland issues. However, it doesn't surprise my doctor that I could be headed that direction. I'm just not full blown there yet. My adrenals are still hanging on, barely. or barely hanging on. I think some of my other medicine might have messed with the test results. Either one or both times. Not sure. But for whatever reason, and I can kind of understand how this could go about, because when you're receiving a biologic plasma from thousands and thousands of people, how do you not get anything other than just their antibodies, but get other parts of their blood too that changed my blood, that changes my system? I don't feel like it's fully understood, but for whatever reason, it does say when you're taking this biologic that it can skew your test results. But I want to know what test results. Which test results does it skew? Like every single one? How can it say that it skews every single one? And there's a shelf life of how long this medicine lasts in your system too, before it totally just depletes. So essentially, I'm just adding antibodies to my body every week, and then my body is slowly using them and then like discarding them because they don't last very long. And my body is super absorbent, so it absorbs all of it really fast. And then it's like starving for more. And I feel like that's what my body is feeling like today, is it's starving for more of that plasma to help my bone marrow and help my blood and the oxygen in my blood to flow easier now that I got aligned with my chiropractor today. Now we have a clear up and down like flow with my spinal cord at the moment. We might not have all of it aligned, but a lot of it we do. I know we have a lot that's still out in the thoracic to lower region. I know because those things popped out of place and I didn't feel them pop back in today. So I know there's still stuff out of place. And it's the part that affects my digestion. My digestion is all inflamed right now because of the dairy and sugar I added to it. It causes major inflammation in your intestines and gut. And so I've been having a lot of cramping and pain in my stomach because I've been eating too much sugar and caffeine. Part of why I feel this way is because of what I've ate and what I put in my body. I've been putting nasty food in my body, so now I'm feeling nasty inside my body. My body hates what I have consumed in my mouth over the last few days and weeks. And it's now in a flare. Not giving it enough sleep, not giving it the right nutrients, not giving it enough anything. I am barely functional this week. I can barely make it through just the minimum amount of appointments. And I'm just toasted now. I'm toast. I'm about to go home and lay down and like basically become even more misaligned by being in bed, because being in bed is really bad for it. My body is just exhausted. I'm in a flare. It hurts. I need to get in a shower and take a long shower. Like I need a hot tub. Everything hurts so bad. The inflammation that's pressing on all my nerves and muscles and everything. It hurts so bad right now. Crying is not going to help. It's going to make it worse. I need to stop crying. There's oxidative stress on my body I can't tolerate right now with the flare. It's just going to pull everything out if I start crying now. I'm so unstable. I kind of need a cold plunge and then a warm. Cold plunge to lock my muscles in place, and then warmth to make myself feel better all over. It's like being wrapped in a nice warm blanket. I need a hot tub so bad. I want a massage chair. I want a body braid. I want so many things for myself to help myself feel better. I'm scared about surgery, and I hope that it turns out better than this. Feeling my feelings, guys. Feeling my feelings. I just feel so weak. I feel like I barely slept. I tossed and turned all night. I've been having night sweats the last 4 nights in a row. I think it's my body trying to detox all the sugar I've been eating and the dairy by sweating it out through the pores. I'm not happy. I need to get right on my infusion right when I get home. Oh. I wish I could take the dog to the park. I just can't right now. See what my mom's up to and see if she can take her, because I really need to infuse. My body's inflammation and mast cells are angry as F right now. So if I can calm it down, I'm going to try with the infusion, and hopefully I can maybe take Stormy tonight to the park to make up for this morning not going. But I like to take Stormy dog with me to my appointments to try and get her ready for service dog duty. Like, she really needs to start being more of a service dog. And I just don't have the routine of park in the morning, park at night. I'm also due for dog food. She has like 1 meal left, maybe. Oh, poor thing. And I'm so broke. I have no more money for another 7 days. I don't get paid till next Wednesday. I'm already getting overdrafts in my account. I'm probably overdrawn like $60 now. I can't even catch up right now. Can't even catch up. Financially, physically, mentally, I am beat. I'm still happy. I'm still happy though. I just need to rest. Oh, and I had some stupid pharmacy prescription hiccup. Oh. I'm going to go home first. I'm going to try my best to get back to the pharmacy later. I just need this infusion ASAP. I need this medicine. I need to stabilize these mast cells. They're going haywire with all the adjustment from my chiro this morning. My connective tissue is mad because it's releasing histamine and mast cells throughout my body, creating inflammation and pain throughout the entire thing. Oh, everything hurts. So as much as you guys see me happy and good videos and stuff, you see these two. And, well, hopefully you see these two. My dash cams are all about my diary, you know, just how I'm feeling. Anything that comes up off the top of my head, I say. So that's what my vlogging dash cams are all about. You know, sometimes describing what my pain is and what I'm dealing with symptom-wise for the day while I'm driving. It's easiest to try and describe while I'm driving because I'm like focused on the road, but you know, my mind is going a mile a minute about thinking about all these things. I do the majority of my thinking while I'm driving or in the shower, and well, I can't really do that. I can't really do vlogging in the shower without it being really risque. I feel like that would have to be like an OnlyFans content kind of thing or something, like confessions in the shower confessions or something like that would be my freaking thing. Maybe then I'd probably wear a bikini in there just so I could be covered up and just do confessions in the shower. Let me all know in the comment section if that's something that you'd watch. I want to know. I'm curious. If you made it this far, let me know down in the comment section. Would you watch confessions in the shower if a girl was in a bikini? Let me know. Curious. 100%. Anyway. Just trying to come up with other content ideas, maybe on other platforms, because I'm not going to monetize on this channel, guys. You guys are not watching all my videos all the way through. Not all of you anyway. A lot of you only are watching 30 seconds or a minute and then quitting. So I feel like none of y'all really truly know me because y'all don't watch the whole video. But some of you do. I know you do. So thank you for those that do. And for those that don't, you're missing out, man. I really hope to inspire everybody to keep going no matter how bad your symptoms feel for the day. You know, give yourself grace, though, and also self-care matters because I've got to go do some self-care right now in order to function, trying to function the second half of the day. We'll see if that even happens. So, I'm at my home. I'm going to get off here. Trying to take a cold plunge, hot plunge, whatever, and get some laundry done, do my infusion. Just try the best I can to survive today. Oh shoot, garage is open. Alright, let's just have it pushing the button when I get around the corner. Alright guys, I love you all very much. Thank you for watching. Peace out.